Hey, good morning, everyone. Unfortunately, I have to take a few moments and make a statement about this blue skies nonsense. Being attacked on all fronts by the Blue Sky Squad, which is fine. It is what it is. I knew going into this situation what kind of can of worms I was going to be opening, and it was worth it. And I stated earlier in the year I was trying to find the flavors and terpene profiles that I believe are missing from a lot of our newer varietals that we work with now. So along with quite a few other people, we're stepping back, working with land races, trying to find the old school funky smells. And to that end, I was searching a skunk and came across the Blueskiesvienna. If you've been around cannabis for more than a couple of years, inevitably you have heard of this breeder. Nothing but controversy surrounding it, but that was a risk I was willing to take to try to find a good skunk. So I did bought a couple of packs from Blue Skies. I got Terptown tickets, still unopened, haven't planted any of those, will not plant any of those. The Boss pack, best old school skunk. So all of the best old school skunks and hazes smell. It's sold as a pheno hunting pack, so no one knows actually what's in here. There's this broad description of what you could possibly find, and it's sold in a 10-pack as a pheno hunting pack. So I planted 12, I'm sorry. There's 12 seeds in here in this pheno hunting pack. Okay, 12 seeds for a pheno hunt to find that old school skunk, whatever. I started 7 seeds. I had 3 females from the 7. 2 of the females I took through flowering to harvested at the end of 9 weeks. 1 female got culled due to plant counts. Its structure eliminated it, so it was gone. I didn't finish it. I was recently asked to do a Zoom audio-only phone call, I was told, to defend comments that I didn't even make on a post because the seed salesman for Blue Skies was so upset that people hurt his feelers making comments on a post I made. And I didn't defend Blue Skies. I was passively agreeing with some of the comments that were made. So I'm a bad guy working actively against Blue Skies. So I've been accused of making his plants purposely look bad for an agenda, unknown agenda. I don't know. Like I said, I have no obligation. I'm not making any money from any seed sales from anyone. I do nothing but what I've always done. I take and create a healthy, living, organic soil, try to provide an environment that encourages healthy plant growth, and I allow the genetics to express themselves to their potential. So it's not like I'm pushing nutrients. That's the whole idea behind the living soil, is I allow a plant to express itself. The 2 plants in question were in a 4x8 bed with 6 other plants. These 6 other plants did wonderfully, did finish beautifully. They were the only 2 in the bed that were lackluster for a good term. It's just they didn't look great, didn't have a strong smell. This is week 6. Going into week 6, I expected them to be a little bit more developed. So the first time I had made a negative comment previously, the first 5 weeks, I was very reserved judgment, and lots of controversy around the breeder. So I didn't want to start making statements. The flowers were big, plants were healthy, looked nice. It just kind of stalled and never really finished strong. So that's just the honest truth. I'm not saying that, I haven't grown enough to damn his entire catalog, but this is the entire catalog. Okay, he has 2 packs of seeds that he's been selling for over 5 years, and that's the issue. If there was any actual breeding and selecting involved at this point, as long as these genetics have been around, there should be a pungent roadkill skunk had been stabilized, true breeding parentage at this point. I don't see it. There's no cuttings of it around. There's no stabilized genetics. There's never been any real breeding work done at all, as far as I can tell. Where is it? Where's the stable lines? There's 2 packs of who knows what. Admittedly unknown genetics in these packs, per your site. Pheno hunting packs. No idea what's in there. No consistency. No selection process that I know of. So The marketing strategy seemed to be scream loud, create drama. I fell right into it. I thought that play the devil's advocate. You know, what if this guy caught a bad rap and, you know, he's got the good stuff. So I was willing to take that risk. You know, the two females I had, like I said, there was only two, so I didn't flower out thousands of plants to select from. But in a 12-pack of seeds, you know, that's a good percentage of the population, you know, and neither one of them were very what I would consider keepers. Neither one were keepers. I mean, big flowers, sure. If you're going to start a years long breeding project and use that as one of your selections, that would be maybe a good baseline to start with, if you can tolerate the insanity that goes along with it. So that's the thing. Is like at this point, regardless of potential in any of these packs that he sells, there is no way on earth I could ever recommend anyone having anything to do with any of these people. It is a circus. It is nothing but aggro, hate, accusations, negative energy flying around. You know, I like I said, I was on an audio only call, I thought, to defend comments I didn't even make. And I suffer from intense chronic back pain, so I was uncomfortable moving around. So they, instead of putting any effort into their product, instead of doing anything to stabilize their genetics that they, theoretically have, it's attack everyone else. You know, it's my fault because I'm a tweaker, I'm a scumbag, trying to make them look bad, purposely poisoning their plants in the garden. Like, get the fuck out of here. A bunch of whiny children. Like I said, it's the risk and reward. There's no reward on earth worth dealing with those issues. You know, I would, if that was the only source of roadkill, skunk, rest in peace, fuck it, let it die. It's not worth dealing with that insanity to try to bring it back. And speaking from experience back in the 90s growing Mexican brickweed, if you start 1,000 seeds, a few of them, those are going to be skunky. Statistically, that's just how it works. So if selling bag seed and well, there's a skunk in there, sure. I've heard 4 or 5 of his fanboys swear that they have the nastiest, funkiest skunk, but they're not interested in giving out cuttings because that's just riding their coattails. Like, get the fuck out of here. So that's it. I'm done. I'm never, ever gonna use their genetics again. Never recommend using anyone their genetics. I'm gonna trash these unused seeds, and that's gonna be the end of it. Like I said, I've given these people way too much publicity as is, and not interested in having anything else to do with any of them. So take it for what you want. If you think you are gonna be able to tolerate the insanity and do a skunk hunt, best of luck to you. Best of luck. I'm done with it though, so I'm going to enjoy the rest of my growing. Peace.